What's happening? It's your girl, Mickey Boo. And we have a special guest in the building.
Oh, Dash, what's up? You already know. ACC that 908.
What does that mean?
Do all shit heavy. So
Right.
whatever you do it heavy. You in real estate, you do real estate heavy. In a corporate office, you want to be at the top tier. You work at McDonald's, you want to be the manager. You at, your podcast, you do what you do. You want to be the top of that. Whatever it is, you just want to do it heavy. If you ain't going to do it heavy, then what you doing it for? You don't do nothing light. You in the street, you want to be that, that's how you got to do it. You know what I mean? It don't should always be your aspirations, not just to do it.
So be the best in everything that you do.
All corners covered. ACC that.
What if some people can't be the best?
They can.
They can?
Yeah.
They just have to do what?
They just have to keep going. Keep trying to do it. Or if you're doing something one way and it's not working, you might got to do it another way. Might got to cut some people you love off. Might got to stop some vices you have. You might got to do, it's all about perseverance and figuring it out for yourself. And sometimes it takes for things that you commonly do to get away from to be able to do that. So I don't know how strong you are. You never know till you push yourself.
So for those who may not be strong, what would you say to them? What kind of advice would you give?
You got to get it from somewhere. I tell people a lot of times, a lot of people deal with quantity. I'd rather deal with quality. I always felt like, I don't know if you ever watched the movie 300, but 300, they fought a whole bunch of empires. It was only 300 of them. It was a very small group, but they had a certain set of rules, they had a certain guidelines and protocol that they followed. So they was able to overtake a whole bunch of other stuff, even though it seemed like they may have been outnumbered or they might have had more influence, which was normally negative, to try to stray them away from their values and their core. And they was able to overcome a lot. So some people use God, some people use people, some people use books, some people use the gym. I'm somebody that I'm in the gym 4 or 5 times a week. That it's my time. Right. I'm able to focus and lock in and not make certain decisions by using that. So,
working out helps you to sort out things.
Absolutely, it's a mental focus, it's a consistency. So, when you have something in front of you or something that might be frustrating and you don't got a way to let it out, especially I think too, being a black man, obviously, we let things out in a lot of different ways that don't always end up on the positive end. We already on the other end of the stick, so you can't always let certain things be taken to that extent when you already know the favor and the odds already not in your corner. So you can't give people fuel to do that. You got your fuel somewhere else, or you might gotta outsource or outlet it something different. You might sew, you might study. It just depends. Whatever it is, you gotta find what it is you like to do.
Why do you think that, of course, when we're looked at, black people, we do seem to get the blame a lot, but you don't think that other ethnicities struggle with the same mentality of responding when things hurt them or affect them emotionally?
Yeah, I mean,
right. So we just don't see, besides the killings in the school, that race as much. But you never see a black person doing that. We don't take it out on children and stuff like that. So
yeah, I mean,
even though our race is broadcasted as bad, I think that we all get the picture now that we're just disliked.
Yeah, we understand more. Things are more exposed.
Right.
You got a lot more information because you got the internet, and you could learn about things that you probably didn't have access to before, or where the access was, it was hard for you to get it or hard for you to attain it because, like they say, you want to hide something from it, then you put it in a book, or it's in a place where we're not made it seems comfortable to go, but I think it's all comfortable.
But why are you blaming something or someone else?
I'm not blaming anything.
Well,
I'm just giving an example.
Yeah, but for people, like I'm saying, we all do have access.
Yeah, absolutely.
To all knowledge.
Yeah, now we do.
Yeah, and unfortunately, though, the generation before us and before that, they didn't teach us, and they don't verbally teach us today on how to manage through obstacles in life. But like you said, the internet and the media, we do have access to certain things, and I think the media is definitely in control of how they manage media and what they want to put out.
Oh, yeah.
But like I don't walk down the street and see violence, you know, from a group of black boys, but it is known that a group of black boys are out there doing this and this and that. But again, I believe in other ethnicities we're just not there to see it, or it's not promoted as much, but it's happening.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody's doing drugs now, and then, you know, a certain type of group do a certain type of drug, and it's just, I get what you're saying.
They get to a certain audiences.
Yeah. So you're an artist.
Yes. Active model.
Okay, and we just spoke about a lot of good key points. So do you talk about this in your music?
All the time. As you could probably see, this Power Positive Only When Everyone Rises. That's the last project I just released. Shout to Major. Shout to Chameleon. It's my engineer, producer that helped me work through the project. And just kind of bring certain things out of me. I've just been getting a little bit more personal and telling my story in a different aspect. Also kind of finding my niche and my sound, even though it's something that I've been doing for quite some time. But it's definitely a story. Mm-hmm. It's definitely quite a few different types of stories in that project. And that's online. You can get that anywhere. But Power, man, positive only when everyone rises.
Okay, so you say your story and you have a few of them. Can you talk to us about one of those songs, one of those stories?
Yeah, I got a song called Triumphant.
Okay.
And my basis of that song, it's got like it's funny you say this, it's got like a Creed vibe. I actually took a clip from Creed and started it off with that clip. Just kind of talking about doing what we love. Mm-hmm. And for me, my triumphant was it's turning a negative into a positive. I've probably seen it all, done it all. It's neither here nor there, but I just let people know that, you know, you could come from that and want different and still be who you are and still be true to yourself. Like I say in the song, The Thug That Went Corporate, I've done things and probably attained goals that weren't preset for me, but I made them set. And I also have a child, and I'm also a parent. And being that I got to be the positive entity that they look up to, I always use that chain of thinking before I make certain decisions and know that I got to be more disciplined and more stable and do a lot of things I probably don't want to do in order to achieve that. So that's just what Triumphant is. And then it's got like a boxing vibe. So then I talk about the boxes. I talk about Javante, a few other things, how I put the words into play. And just, like I said, kind of showing where we came from and talk about using your hands instead of guns. Mm-hmm. Things like that. I actually wanted to be a teacher early in my life. You know what I mean? I wanted to be a teacher because I just felt like when you're trying to implement something or teach somebody something, they need to know that the person that they come from, or the person that is coming from, or the source that is coming from is actually part of that. Like, you know, from the outside looking in, somebody can tell you whatever they want, but somebody that been through it, that can feel your pain, that know exactly what's going on. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to always be kind of that, like, mentor. Like I said, I used to do a lot of YMCA camp counseling. So I would tell the young boys, like, look, man, you know, if you're going to do this is how you do it, is reach one and teach one. Yeah. You know, I'm the first of many things, being from where I'm from and where I grew up, neighborhood I grew up, block I'm from, all that. I do a lot of different things that people haven't done.
People don't express how they feel because either they're embarrassed or ashamed, or I don't really think it's from shyness. It's definitely being judged. And so the more people express what they went through, first of all, heal from it, and then able to express it to help someone else, that's amazing. Right. So earlier you mentioned that when you work out, you like to go within and, you know, I guess self-evaluate or assess certain things in your life. That's a form of meditation to me. And I don't know what everybody else do, but as far as, you know, I don't think we do it as much. So like if you had advice to give someone about meditating, you know, other than working out, do you know some other ways that they can go within and kind of sort things out?
I mean, you could read. I don't know how people's spiritual attachment is, but usually when you believe in something, you could always pray. You can't be judged by that, you know, regardless of who you pray to or just get that time to yourself. That's definitely a way that you could do it. I don't think that it's probably presented enough to people. Like, you know, you can pray alone. You don't have to be, you know, and then you got to start being able to take from that prayer and see what other things around you are changing. And eventually it will. It takes a lot of endurance. You might feel like I ain't getting nowhere. You know, I'm just talking. You know, I'm just talking for nothing. Eventually that might, you know, that might turn around. You just gotta take it, like they say, day by day and step by step. Everything gotta be torn down before it gets built up.
So where can they find you or your music?
O-ACC. Linktree.com/O-ACC. That'll give you access to anything, whatever platform you need.
Okay. So
Go
it
right
gives
to
your
that
social media, it gives your music.
Yeah.
One-stop shop.
Little
Just click and easy access.
That's it.
Easy, y'all. He
That's
made
it.
it easier for everybody. 'Cause
That's the gram, that's the Twitter, that's the YouTube, same thing. But like I said, yeah, linktree.com/O-ACC, one word.
Their clothing, like, is it for sale? Can people?
Yeah, I mean, we got merch.
Support?
I do a lot of things directly. Like I said, my last project was called Power, so we had the merch, obviously the tees, Jersey Strong. I do the snapbacks. You know, I'm from Jersey. I'm a 908 baby till it's over up top, but we south of the mat.
Okay.
So that's just kind of my thing. I think.
We gonna blow New Jersey up. No, I'm just playing. How you feel about that? You don't like that song?
I know it's behind the story. We're not gonna speak on.
Oh,
that.
okay. So you understand and you don't.
I was outside. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay.
I really know what's going on. But that's neither here nor there. You know, everybody got their freedom of speech.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody would accept somebody telling them where they from. They was gonna do that to them, though. I don't think that.
We appreciate you for coming out and sharing with us
man.
your perspective of life, the creativity.
Mickey Boo, you heard?
Yes, the creativity that you putting out and the powerful message that you are displaying.
Here with my girl Mickey Boo, right? So I like to bless people because I like people to bless me. So figured I'd bring you a blessing.
You brought me a gift.
You know, a little hit, little something for you, little drip.
It's not little.
Little drip, you know.
Okay.
I don't know what color scheme you want to go. You might got to
This
throw a
is
little
big.
iron to it, but we got the black, white, and pink, or we got.
See, because I was just gonna take that shirt off you. Like I was like, I like that. It's all
we got the
perfect colors.
the black, white, and red. I don't know which one you think. You go with. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be your size. They're gonna fit right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Let me see.
So,
Are both of these for me?
You can pick one.
One.
Yeah.
Well, keep it to a minimum because you know they say you can't feed the monkeys because they'll come back. So if you give me too much, I'm gonna be on you. Yes, y'all. I gotta wear this on one of the shows because you know, power and knowledge is power, y'all. So keep educating yourself. Yes, I like the pink in this. I know I got some lipstick to match. Oh, I got the red lipstick too, y'all.
Make it pop, make it shake.
Yes, thank you so much.
No problem. Can't come empty-handed. You know what I mean?
Right, you right.
So
you right.
You know, you come to somebody establishment, you come to somebody's anything, you gotta bring a little something.
Right.
You can't tell you don't. You know what I mean?
Gotta invite you over more often. I need all the gifts I can get.
It's a house party, you don't need that. Just come through, man. I'm coming through
Right.
with a bottle of something. I gotta
Thank
bring a
you.
plate,
Please do something.
Like, yo, I got something. Like, I can't just hit the door like that, man.
Right.
That's how me and my mom do it, man.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's the
come
right way to
through
do
like
it.
That. Like,
Yep.
ain't nowhere around it. You know, we don't even feel comfortable. Like,
Right.
Gotta do a little something. But that's
Okay.
all. Just a strong gesture.
Thank you. Oh, Daz, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Y'all better get y'all one.
Hey, man, you know where to find me.